I'm back with my Thoughtful Thursdays, and what I love most is traveling to a city that I haven't been for a long time, and that's Nashik. And one thing I've realized is that cities like Nashik are at the cusp of blending modern and traditional. If you think of Nashik, the first thing today will be, oh, let's go to the Sula vineyards or the wineries, let's check that out. That's a modern aspect of Nashik. But what is the traditional part of Nashik? The misal and the word zanzani. If you go and ask anybody, they'll say, have you tried our misal? And that's what I did this time, thanks to where I stayed at the Courtyard Marriott. This is a question I asked. Can I do something beyond the wineries? And they said, take this book. And I discovered this misal place, which is called Sadhana Chuli Varchi Misal. A little far away, we went there, but this place was designed with the local culture, the Maharashtrian culture. So you had something for the kids, the bullock cart, taking them around. You had the misal place where you could sit and eat. You had the panwala. And I realized that the rootedness and the local culture is an important aspect that they want to preserve and keep. So next time when you go, definitely go to Sadhana Chuli Varchi Misal to try the misal. Of course, be prepared. It will be spicy. And I was thinking the only other thing that is equivalent to that is the Korean noodles that people love having. So if you like Korean noodles, you can handle your spice. Then misal is something that you definitely need to try. The second attraction is something that you definitely need to try, and I discovered this, is Kondatichi Chuda, which is in the year 1920. I've not heard of it. I've been to Nashik several times. I said, I just thought this is some funny gimmicky thing. But when I went to the shop, and the shop is at Dwarka Circle, and I think they have one more shop. And he said, this has been there from 1920, madam, and it is the same taste, and this is very, very famous. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is we always need to know what is famous in that particular city. Like when I did the Lucknow episode, I told you things that are famous in that city, like Hazratganj. Similarly, in this place, this chuda is famous, and you'll wonder what is so interesting about the chuda. It's not necessarily about the chuda, it's about the taste and what really matters to that particular cuisine in Maharashtra. And that's food is a very integral part of a city and its culture. So definitely try that out and let me know what you think about it. For many who know about Nashik, remember it is the place that Lord Ram passed through, Tapovan. It is a religious centric place. And I believe when there is a lot of religiousness or spirituality. For example, Shirdi is maybe 2 hours away from Nashik. There's the Trimbakeshwar temple, which is very famous because it's got the Shivling. Then you have the Sita Ka Gufa, and I discovered all of that because this book called On the Footsteps of Rama by Vikrant Pandey, someone who we know. There is so much history and mythology around Nashik, which tells me that the energy of the place is at a very different level. And if you are a brand that has got anything to do with religiousness or spirituality, I think this is a great place for that kind of integration because the city believes in religiousness, mythology. Like when I asked this guy, he said, क्या करना है शाम को? मैम गोदावरी नदी है ना, वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी आरती होती है. You don't hear that in another city. The only other city you'll hear that is Varanasi. It immediately reminded me of Varanasi that on the Ghats, the Aarti is the most important event. So if you are a brand that has got anything to do with this, it's a great marketing, branding initiative that you could look at for a city like Nashik. Like that, there are many interesting things in Nashik where you as a brand need to integrate the modern and the traditional. And therefore, Nashik is one of the cities that I keep visiting, and I always find something new and off the beaten path. So if you like what I say and you want to know more, reach out to us.